Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Wizard of Legend on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries. In this episode, we have made it to the final fortress of this particular run of Wizard of Legend. Just about ready to take down Sura again. Gotta make it through the opening gauntlet, though. But look how fucking frenetic our actions and activities are for this, man. This is really what I think Wizard of Legend is trying to be about. You know, how satisfying and, if you will forget the pun, electric the combat actually feels like was when you're at this point in the game where you've got a decent spread of relics, you've got Arcana that you're comfortable with, and you're able to just go all out or ham on anything that comes your way.
And also, lest we forget that this is designed on purpose to be a low-resolution looking game experience, yet look at all this activity, havoc, and image changing that we're seeing that makes it comparable even to advanced games.
Alright, so, the shop here actually does have one particular relic that I would like to grab, the Roxel's Pendulum, but I don't think that we're actually going to pick it up, right? No.
I think you want increased max health.
No, max health is not relevant. Look, I understand it's definitely supposed to be relevant, but it's not, so...
I don't think we need to push anybody into pits right now.
We do, by the
you took it.
Okay.
Well, let us hope that we end this fight with 49 or less damage, showing that it was indeed important that we got the Giant's Heart. But first, Magic's stupid and deceptively simple first phase of Master Sura. Earthbound Immortal wears hood with one eye.
I mean, I don't think the Earthbound Immortals would actually use eye as a term, given that I'm pretty sure the Mesoamericans actually have a drastically different character for sight organ.
You must believe in the sight gods.
All right, Form 1 of Sura is down.
Form 2, go. I have ice, I have fire, I have rock, I have wind, I have water, I have shadow, I have lightning, I have fangs.
I have the ability to jump on you and then do a bunch of Arcana all at once, because I don't actually have all that much channel time. Ouch!
That's when I'll jump, dun, 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 dun.
Ouch.
Once I was the apprentice, now I am.
I really need to stop dodging into the rock throw.
Right? Like that's the point of the dodge, is you get out of the way of the attack, not into the way of the attack. I know, Mr. Great. It happens to the best of us because the computer is tracking your position and you may be playing right into their hands.
Honestly, Frostfan is actually one of Sura's most deadly Arcana, specifically because if he hits you with it, he's guaranteed to freeze you. And if you're frozen, well, you can't quickly break out of being frozen usually.
Yeah, you think you're the chosen one? You're actually the frozen one.
Ouch.
Grease lightning, go grease. Now you can fall off of this great circular platform,
I don't
right?
believe you can actually.
Huh. Oh yeah, you got pushed to the edge, but you did not fall. Oh boy. Oh, it has all come down to this. Come on, yes!
We have successfully
achieved victory.
Sura.
Frickin' barely. Hey, look at that. We didn't need the Giant's Heart after all. Are we going to have drinks with the final boss?
We're not going to have drinks with the final boss,
is
but
he
we
taking us
are
out to
invited
dinner?
to the party, so...
Congratulations, you kicked my ass. We
Behold
raise a
the
glass
party.
to you to celebrate.
And yes, because this is our first time. This is our first time actually clearing. I am gonna bother to talk to everybody. They, give you they give you basic congratulations and tell you a little bit about what's available in post game, but it's not honestly all that it's not honestly all that engaging. Honestly, it's a bunch of puns.
Display, fine, my boy.
And I like the fact that it's a bunch of puns, but to be perfectly honest, there's too many, okay? Too many pun NPCs.
Well, how do you get players to fall in love with your stupidly difficult game? Try to make them laugh.
So, for clearing Sura the first time, we are blessed with the Insignia of Legend. This is
it is a mark of distinction.
This is the relic that you now have the ability to start with. I don't recommend starting with it until you complete several more runs. Also, Sura also gives us an enhanced Chaos Arcana, which is very nice of him. So, I will never be able to fully 100% Wizard of Legend. I cannot do it. Because in order to successfully 100% Wizard of Legend, what you need to do is you need to complete runs. I think it's a total of 30 times. And the runs, as you complete runs, you get access to more relics that you can purchase to start with as well. I don't think you get access to more Arcana that you can purchase, but there are more relics that you can purchase, and there are mutators that you can purchase prior to the start of the run. And those
all right, Professor O.
Those mutators are in fact relatively fun to play with, but I'm not good enough at the game to actually, clear runs with those mutators. But here we go. The credit sequence for Wizard of Legend. I fucking adore this game. Why are we going through this credit sequence now and we still have 11 parts left? Well, because it's the first time that we've made it to credits. And I want to talk about how awesome this game is. I think that the visual style of this game is fucking awesome. I think that the musical quality is decent to really good, and I think that the primary thing that the game sells itself on, the actual gameplay loop, is fucking astonishing for roguelikes. I can't get myself into Binding of Isaac. I can't do it. Binding of Isaac is a combination of a bit too off-putting and a bit too difficult for me. But this, even during my first full playthrough when it was kicking my ass, I loved how frenetic and awesome it felt being powerful in this game. And even though you get to be very powerful in this game, you are never unchallenged because of it. Even here, while I was effectively immortal for most of the run, via the Sanguine attire, you saw that Atlas still had the ability to two-shot me, and Sora himself was still an extremely difficult fight due to how agile he is. And a lot of the tier 3 elemental bosses end up feeling a lot like that, where you have to know going in how to read and dodge their patterns in order to succeed against them in combat.
That you want to be the master of the chaos that you're saying. Yes, I agree. Is great incentive because you feel like you're balling when you see all this havoc when you first start the game. And then as you become more familiar, you start to like rationalize more. Really? 37 hours to get that first victory? That's
37 minutes on the run.
Oh. Gotcha.
Most runs for Wizard of Legend take anywhere between half an hour to 45 minutes. If you're really slow, they can take as long as an hour. But that's another actual really good positive thing about this. Because, to be perfectly honest, individual runs of this don't take that goddamn long. I mean, Binding of Isaac is usually between an hour and 2 on each of its runs, right?
Something like that, yeah. Which there is definitely a benchmark that people who have been playing roguelikes and people who make roguelikes, they generally all agree, like, this is how long one playthrough should take.
Somewhere between
so that after that one playthrough, right, especially if you're doing retries, because you got to keep retries in mind, that those are going to add minutes to a game session if you make more than just one attempt at a time.
Here's all the additional NPCs
you
that were
should
helping us throughout the game.
more than one attempt.
Item shop, Nox, the Thread Steroid, the Relic Banker, and the Pinata.
The pinata, of course. One of
We
my
didn't
favorite
actually use
characters
Dr.
here.
Song, sadly. And what is the other one that we were missing? We're missing one other one. I'm not sure which one it is, though. These are some of the additional arcana that we used, you know, the Prickly Ballet, the Earthquake Lax, and the Obsidian Crusade, which we didn't actually show off, but it's very nice.
Wow, this gallery looks a little different. So those are the relics we had when we finished the boss. Nice. The collection of relics found by the Wizard of Legend. Yeah, we're legendary now. What's his name?
Unfortunately, I have never figured out what the fuck the statues are supposed to represent. I honestly think that the statues themselves are in fact a cut concept for the game, but I could be wrong about that. The Thunder Twin.
The emotion in this piece is great.
Well, we're never going to do with Wizard of Legend 2, sadly, because I can only get up to I can only get up to about halfway through the second split in Wizard of Legend 2, and then the environmental traps just absolutely kick my ass. So, we need to go and spend our Chaos Gems. So, what are we going to go spend them on, Mr. Cloud?
Chaos.
Actually, that's one of the problems that I actually have with the post game. You can't buy any of the Chaos Arcana. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually spending all of my Chaos Gems specifically on cheaper relics, so that we can eventually get access to the final super relics, the elemental super relics that are available at the actual end of the shopping cycle. I think, however, you need to actually clear 2 runs before you can actually get the elemental super gems.
Raspberry cookie box.
The Sinister Ledger.
Listed here the names of the damned and our leaderboard for an online competitive scene, so you know how well you do against the population.
There is actually a leaderboard for Wizard of Legend 1. It's 24. You have to clear the game 24 times in order to get all the Chaos Arcana. And unfortunately, because of that, I'm never actually going to do it. But here, have a distortion beam.
Right. I had a hard enough time just clearing it the first time. You want me to do it, and not just 1 or 2 more times? You want me to do this game 20 more times?
Well, it is worth doing, because look at how awesome that is to actually throw as a signature. Be safe, everybody.